The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, we are here live at the Renewal by Andersen Design Center talking about hurricane season ahead. Ryan will cough or sneeze, one of the two. They say the real estate market here is crashing. No, it's not. It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate.
Have you been threatened by the IRS? You are not helpless. You have the power to fight wage garnishments and fight levies on your accounts. I'm Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A wonderful show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. If you own a home in Central Florida, I can tell you one thing. You need to have your windows checked out. They can cause horrible problems for your house, for your family, and especially during hurricane season. Look, we live in Florida. These elements are very intense. We also live in a state where, let's be honest, a lot of these big developers have thrown up huge neighborhoods very quickly with profits on their mind. They did not oftentimes install the best windows. Also, I've been hearing all of these reports about people migrating out of Florida. These reports are false. We also have a lot of great properties for sale to show you right now, and also a surprise guest to help us answer questions. And these are great questions that we have that we will answer by asking real questions. Every week in here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Very happy to kick it off here with our great friend Chelsea from Renewal by Andersen. Hi, Chelsea. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Michaela joins us as well today. And thank you for the sandwich, by the way. It was fantastic. Whereas Michaela would say thank you for the salad, sandwich, and soup.
Okay.
Yes, and the bread.
And the bread. That's it?
I have all of it, yeah.
Unbelievable. So anyway, we're here at the Design Center. Great windows that you have here too, and most of your customers I think don't actually come here, although they can.
Yes.
You bring the Design Center directly to your customers' homes.
Absolutely. That's the great part of what we do is our design consultants, our designers, come into the home and they really roll out the red carpet for all of our homeowners.
And I think when I think of anything involving construction, anything revolving around construction, I think that trust is such an important thing. When you start talking about the Renewal by Andersen brand, that trust is huge for your customers.
Absolutely. We're a turnkey system. So we take it all the way from that wonderful design consultation, all the way through the permitting, all the way through design and then install. So it allows us to make sure to control the process, but make sure that it's not a scary part of what they're doing in their renovation.
I think when I think of windows, I think safety, I think energy efficiency, but I also think the beautifulness of new windows as well. And the style. I mean, you own a house now. I mean, how important are the windows and how they look to you?
Oh, absolutely. 10 out of 10. And one of the things Chelsea and I have talked about before is you can have, meet your HOA requirements on the outside, but have what you want on the inside. And that's huge, especially for me, because God knows I like things to be how I want them.
That's right. Customization's huge for us.
And I think what would be hard for me when I get new windows is I don't know what I need. I don't know what I want. And I think a lot of these window companies don't take the time literally sitting in our living room talking about what our options are and helping us decide, because I don't know.
Yeah, and a lot of times they just want to run and throw a bit under the door in hopes.
Yeah.
We really take the time, we set apart 60 to 90 minutes to listen, answer any questions, help you build those windows or doors that you're looking for curb appeal. All of that matters.
Yeah, and you do talk, we are in hurricane season now, of course, not just talking about it, we are in hurricane season. I think that people talk about the roof and other parts of the house. They don't talk about the windows as much. They probably should.
Absolutely, and now the requirements are changing. Now certain lakes are requiring impact-resistant glass, where before it was just if you lived on the coast. So a lot of things are changing. We want to make sure to keep our homeowners safe, but that when you're upgrading, you're definitely looking at that acclaimed impact or impact-resistant glass.
Yeah. Renewal by Andersen will come to your house today. I've met a lot of their design consultants. These guys and gals are incredibly knowledgeable. They're not going to try to oversell you. In fact, I've seen them go to some of your houses and say you don't even need new windows now, but if you do need them, they're going to come and help you determine exactly what you need at an affordable price. QR code on the screen right here. That information will get directly to Chelsea. They can come out to see you today. They'll come out to see you tomorrow, and let's see what really is going on with your windows. And I think it's so important too that you're affordable, don't get me wrong, but windows are always going to be expensive. I mean, if you're going to do a whole house of windows, it's going to be expensive, of course. You have leveraged your size, your brand, to really give awesome rates to people who do want to finance.
Absolutely, financing is important, and we also have the ability to phase your job. So if you're really getting that west-facing sun, and that's what's causing those high energy bills, you can start with that in your first part of your project, and then finish up the back part of the house later. So we make it affordable, but we make it easy and customizable for you too.
Yeah, people talk about solar a lot and how solar saves on their electricity bill. People don't talk as much about how windows save on that electricity bill.
Huge.
Makes a huge difference.
It does.
You must have stories about people saving significant money monthly on their AC bill.
Absolutely, and then they can really close the energy envelope, and I think that's half the battle. You know, we're the most energy efficient window in 2023, Energy Star, 4-time JD Power Award winner. I mean, we really have all those things to back up what we're saying today.
Whenever you go from just someone making a call to literally going to their house and seeing the job completely done, what does that customer say when the job's done?
You know, it's an emotion. We love our new windows. And I love that because oftentimes we don't think about windows having love or an emotion. But when you can look at those beautiful windows that have that chic design that are for you, but also look at the energy savings, it's significant, and they really have that emotion of love.
And then if it does become time to sell your house, one of these days you'll sell your first house as well, you think about having brand new windows can have a significant impact on the value of a home as well.
Absolutely, and they're fully transferable to the next homeowner, so that warranty is transferable. There's not a lot of companies that can say that.
Yeah. I'm wondering how Michaela would be as a customer. I wonder if you would be kind of a nightmarish or...
Be a great customer.
Amazing.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
No, seriously. So the design.
No.
Let's go through the process.
I would
Take me
have
through the
fun with
process.
them.
So I go right now, hit the QR code, give us a call. Renewal by Andersen, the design consultant, is going to come out and say, "Hi, Michaela. How are you?" How does it go from there?
They really listen, and I think that's what I love about the design consultants. They're not going to tell you what you need. They're going to listen first, and then they're going to say, what is your style? You know, do you want those black chic frames? What do you want? And then what kind of hardware do you like? And really start building the process of that beautiful custom window. And I think that's half the battle, is that most companies don't even have the options that we have. They're not customizable. We're customizable down to the 1/8 of an inch in their home because we want it to be perfectly fit to that opening. And I think that's just half the battle of making sure that we're delighting our customers through the process as well.
And they look beautiful, yes, but all windows simply are not built the same. RBA is the best of the best. What do you use?
Absolutely. You know, we have Fibrex, and it's a composite product that really does well for Florida. We had a 20-year durability study in the harshest climates in Miami, Florida, where there's hurricanes, a lot of hurricanes. And we wanted to take that testing to the next level. And then we uninstalled those windows to see, was there any degradation? Was there failure points? And there was not. So we're really proud of that, because oftentimes that is what you're hearing. These windows that got installed by who knows who during the pandemic, and they're failing and they're causing huge damage in the homes.
I'm sitting here on Lee Road right now watching tons of cars pass by. The key term is watching. I'm not hearing because of these windows right here. Chelsea, so good to see you as always.
see you.
Thanks for having us out.
Oh, we love it.
It's beautiful
Come anytime.
here. Invite you down here as well to the Design Center. Or again, QR code is right here on the screen. Call the phone number on the screen. Renewal by Andersen will come to your house, give you a wonder. Tell them you saw it here too, and I bet they'll hook you up. Michaela, thank you very much as well.
Thanks for including me.
You got it. My
I got
pleasure,
to hang out
Chelsea.
with Chelsea.
Good to
so
see you.
good.
A very quick break. When we return, what is on the market in Central Florida right now, real estate-wise, as You Have Real Estate continues. It is getting hot outside, thankfully, in my house.
Our
it is,
house.
Oh, yeah.
It's our house. It's not just
I
yours,
always forget.
buddy.
In our house, it is
Yes.
not hot because Old Ash connected us with Duquesne. Our house feels amazing right now. It was hot before.
And now it's cool.
Now it's
because
cool.
I
but
like it cool.
But I think it's a little bit too cool because you do a lot of things that you're not supposed to do. Here are the do's and don'ts of your AC unit. Do not leave the air conditioner running at a very low temperature all day and night for you.
Yeah.
It's recommended that you leave the temperature between 76 and 78. I'm laughing
that's
because
hot.
you
That's
never
hot.
leave it at 76
I
or
do
78. I
not.
wake up in the middle of the night and I turn it up to where I hope you will forget the next morning to turn it back
I
down.
can feel it. So if that does happen, and let's say it's 78 in your house and you want to
As it
turn it
should
down,
be.
don't do it drastically to cool the home faster. So if it's like a 78, don't turn it to 60 like I might do. The perfect temperature for your house is usually between 72 to 74. That's where I like it.
Or if it's at 72 and you're just angry, you turn it down to like 60.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to me. But also, don't stop the regular maintenance. You have to make sure you properly maintain your air conditioning, change the filter every 3 months, or even call over a technician to check it out maybe once a year to make sure that the drainage is good, the gas levels, and all the components with your system are set for the long haul.
And don't obstruct the unit itself. So don't put your pickleball bag there, to just leave it. So literally let the unit be. Don't put any kind of like thing that might be in the garage or decorations or anything of that nature inside of the unit.
What if
in
I'm
front
like
of the
hiding
unit.
from you to drink a beer in the garage or
Well,
something
maybe
and I
don't
stand
sit
right
down.
there? Does that
Don't
count?
sit down like right in front of the unit. Do it somewhere else.
And leaving doors open as well. I can't blame her for this one. We
No,
know
that's
not to
all you.
leave the outside doors open. We get that. But ACs are designed to cool individual rooms in your home, so you want to close the doors in each room, and that's going to really affect positively your efficiency.
Perfect. So I'll be inside, you be outside.
I love it. And speaking of efficiency, remember that the Duquesne Links inverter heat pump is the right choice for you with quick link inverter technology, and it's incredibly quiet with its feature of Quiet Link. To learn more about Duquesne, like we did, visit the website on the screen or visit them on Facebook today. Thank you, Duquesne.
Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
Welcome back to the program. The word on the street is Florida real estate is dying. We're leaving Florida. Can you believe we've been reading that recently? This is simply not true. Don't listen to this. Florida real estate is still very strong. I'm bullish on Florida real estate, and I see it going well for the next couple of years. Hey, but don't believe me. Believe two of the best in the business. If you want to ask me, to my left, Jack Luiz is here. Long time, brother. How you been, man?
Good.
Good to see you. How's the wifey?
Good. Everybody's good.
Tell
Thanks for
her I
having me.
said hello. Good to see you. Welcome back, of course.
you.
And for the first time, Bent Danholm is here. Bent, how are you, brother? Good to see you.
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome.
And
welcome
thank you for
to
having
our
me.
little show we do here. We're happy to have you here. So I have been reading these rumors, Jack. I'll start with you. That Florida real estate is dying. What do you think?
No, not at all. No, it's a hot spot. So many people are moving here every day, and we've got so much to offer right now. So the market is definitely not dying. It's still hot to trot here in Central Florida, and it's going to keep going and going.
Yeah, what do you think, Ben?
I totally agree with that. I mean, we see people coming in every day, and there's simply not enough inventory in the market to satisfy the people who want to move here.
I agree. How are we looking inventory-wise right now? I know that's normally a good gauge of how we're doing healthy-wise in a market. What's going on?
It depends really on the area. Some areas have very little inventory, maybe 3 months, and some are close to 5 months. But generally, every area is below 6 months, which is a seller's market.
So we've been around this COVID thing for a little over 3 years now. The market skyrocketed. We lived through a phase, Jack, where there would be 30 offers on a house within a day. We're not there now for sure, I get it. Where are we now? Where is the balance between buyer and seller as we speak today?
Well, right now, summertime's always hot, so you got a lot more inventory coming on now, being summertime. Sellers and buyers want to, get these transactions closed before these kids start going back to school right now. But there is a little bit more inventory now, so, the buyers, definitely got time to pick and choose, if you would. But, then again, Central Florida's, still a hot spot, and they don't make the dirt here anymore. So it's only going up.
That's true. And back in the real heavy real estate days a couple years ago, as a buyer, you couldn't ask for concessions or anything. And a seller, you'd be like, no, I want what I want, and cash only at times. What kind of concessions are buyers asking for now?
Well, a lot of buyers really aren't asking for a lot of concessions still, because if the property is priced right, which a lot of them are, then there will be more than one buyer wanting that house. So.
Yeah.
But typically, maybe small repairs and maybe something towards closing. Sometimes people ask for money towards buying the rate down if they're financing. Yeah.
A lot of what I've read recently, too, is talking negatively about, we've had a lot of price reductions in Florida here recently, which Yeah, but don't you think we went through a phase where we were pricing them too high because why not? Because the market was going up?
Absolutely. There was especially a period after COVID where sellers still thought that we were in the COVID period, so they could just ask whatever they wanted, and those houses, they had to have a reduction, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Jack?
Yeah, a lot of the price reductions just, came from an overpriced listing. Like you said, if it's priced right, it's gone. It's out of there. But these guys that are, just trying to pull a number out of the sky and get it, those days are over. It's got to be priced right. It's got to be an aggressive price, and it'll move. You won't be doing these price reductions.
Yeah. And when I am looking to sell my home and I want to get top dollar, what are some things that I can do to my house to get it ready for sale, but that's not going to cost me $20,000, $30,000?
Number one is declutter. You want that house to be decluttered. You don't want a bunch of piles of knickknacks all over the place, furniture. You know what I'm saying? You really want it to be decluttered. A lot of room so people can see what they're walking into. The walls, you don't want picture frames on every wall. You want to pull some of that stuff down, and then of course clean it. It doesn't take much effort to have a clean house. The house has got to be clean, From the moment you walk up to that front door, the mulch has got to be there in the beds. The weeds got to be picked. It's just got to be a clean house.
I agree. And little things like put your iguana in the cage or something. I know you love your iguana, but these people that are coming through to see your house they probably think you're weird. No offense to iguana. I mean, I'm not trying to judge. It's just you think you know what I'm trying to say here. What do you tell? You get a new listing bent, and your seller says, "What should I do without spending $30,000 to really get my house ready for sale?"
Well, all the things I've just said, and maybe look at your paintwork. Does it need a little bit of touch-up? That's really, but the main thing is decluttering, cleaning, make sure, and repurpose the rooms. If you have a bedroom that's been used as an office, it might be a good idea to repurpose it back to a bedroom so people can see what the real purpose of that room is. Yeah. Also, make sure that the living room and the dining room looks like a dining room. Yeah.
The analogy I hear a lot is, little Johnny's room has baseball bats painted on the walls, and little Sarah's room is pink with unicorns painted. What should I do with that? Should I leave it or should I neutralize that?
Neutralize.
Yeah.
Good old gallon of white paint, it does wonders.
$22. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Overpaint that deep blue wall. Make sure it has a more generally appealing color like white or just a very light gray, maybe.
Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah. And some listings out there. I'd like to see a couple of them right now. Let's start here. Is this Orlando, I think, Westmoreland Drive? Ben, tell me about that property quick.
Well, that's a house built in the 1950s, and typically College Park house. We put it on the market a few days ago, actually, so it's brand new. It's a lovely house. It's been done a lot to it. It's move-in ready. It's got a newest roof, and it's got a perfect pool in the back. It's a lovely pool.
College Park's a cool neighborhood too. A lot of good restaurants and things, and it's kind of like in the city, but a little bit outside of the city.
Yeah, it's close to everything. I mean, you can walk down to Dub Street. Winter Park is actually close by as well. It's not, even though it's an Orlando address, so it's a very, very, very nice area. Yeah.
And then southwest a little bit, this is Ocoee Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah, right down by Lake Stark. We have another. It looks like from the outside maybe like a 1950s house, but I believe it was built in the 1980s. Mm. It's got a lot of cool features. It was designed by Greek lady, so there's a lot of Greek inspiration in that house. It's all custom built. It's a smaller house. It's less than 2,000 square feet, so it's ideal as a starter home or maybe a retirement home. Yeah.
If you'd like to see these properties, 407-205-0400. You can literally see them today. Jack, you love the Geneva area, I would say, right? What's going on up in that part right now?
Right now, the property's still hot over there. It's just your Seminole County out there in that Geneva, Oviedo area. Seminole County is just small, as a county itself. And there's just not that much land left anymore to develop out there. So, when the land, they do come up, they do go quick. I did list a 2.5 acre in Black Hammock. That'll be ready to hit the market here at the end of the month. They're doing some cleanup on that lot and getting some surveys and paperwork in order. And that's probably going to go anywhere from $225,000 to $250,000.
Wow.
So the vacant land in Seminole County is still bringing a premium.
Absolutely, and kind of a pocket listing for Jack too. So if you'd like to see that one, he'd be happy to show it to you. And there will be no iguanas in that house. Jack, always a pleasure, my brother. So come back and see you
Yes,
soon.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, great to meet you, sir.
Nice.
Thanks for coming
Thanks
in
for having
here
me.
to talk to you soon. Great job. These guys are fantastic when it comes to real estate in this market. Here's what we'll do. A very quick break. You Have Real Estate continues. Here we are on an actual job site with Justin and Corey, Universal Roof and Contracting. A lot of roofing companies literally don't even come out from beginning to end. You're here literally from beginning to end.
Yeah, from the first appointment, this is a big decision. It's a big investment and it's a lot to think about. So I think I came here 4 times total and sat down with the homeowner at his kitchen table, and we just talked this out step by step, making sure it was the next right move for him.
Yeah, and financing is available when you buy a new roof. It can be expensive. We get it. Your prices are great, obviously, but a roof is going to be expensive no matter what. You've made it easy to get a new roof.
We sure have. We have payment plans. We have flexible financing. We have all kinds of avenues we can go down with you to make sure you're getting the best interest rates and the most flexible monthly payment, just to make sure you're not being put in a position you don't want to be in.
Yeah, and it's hurricane season now. Literally, hurricane season is coming right up. If you have a leaky roof, your roof is aging, Universal Roof and Contracting will come out and see you totally free of charge. Literally get on your roof and see what is going on, things that maybe you cannot see, and it costs you nothing. QR code is on the screen, or call the phone number as well. And that's what you do that is different. You do come out, you sit with the homeowner and really evaluate what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, these satellite estimates, that's garbage.
Which is what everybody's doing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's complete garbage. For instance, on this house, I noticed that there was some bad stucco. You can't see that from a satellite. So we knew to be prepared and to paint that expectation up front for the homeowner. And being general contractors, we knew that we could, figure that out and fix it all in one big swoop.
Trustworthy as well. Universal's been around a long time.
31 years, man. We're not going anywhere. We're deeply rooted in this area, and that's we've built our entire reputation on honesty, integrity, and nothing's going to change moving forward.
I'm happy to be out here at a real job site with you, but I've already seen you in action. You did my roof as well and did a great job. And again, it wasn't just the roof. There were other things involved as well. Keep up the great work, guys.
Thank you, man.
As always,
Appreciate
good
it.
to see you. Do yourself a favor right now. Check out Universal Roof and Contracting today. Welcome back to the show. The theme today is that they're telling us that people are leaving Florida. The Florida real estate market's going to collapse. I don't buy it. You shouldn't buy it. I don't believe in it whatsoever. In fact, I think the Florida real estate market is incredibly strong. What I do notice is some people are leaving South Florida. They're leaving Miami, and they're moving up here to Orlando. A lot of people, though, moving to Ocala as well. If you read the studies right now, you will find that Ocala is one of the hottest real estate markets on the planet and one of the places that they're telling you to invest your money. And I totally agree with this. Elisha Lopez is here, Ocala Realty World. Hi, Elisha, how are you? You and I have been talking about Ocala here for a couple of years now, but literally Ocala is all over the news right now because of how hot the real estate market is and how people are really investing in Ocala. Why do you think that is?
Well, it's 40% less than almost all of Florida, especially Central Florida and South Florida. So it's like almost a 50% discount.
Yeah, totally different way of life as well. You think about driving down, seeing the horse farms, a lack of HOAs also. I don't know exactly why that is, but HOAs are way less prevalent in Ocala. Why is that?
So there's not a lot of development. I mean, you have like the big developers coming in now, building communities, but everything's spread out. So there's deed restrictions, but they don't pay for that. That's just to keep the integrity of the neighborhood. So we don't have a lot of HOAs unless it's a 55 plus area.
I have a client right now who I'm seeing tomorrow actually, who he came in, he said, oh, the HOA didn't take my payment. Now they're saying I owe $5,000. And I was like, oh, that's terrible. Let's work it out. He said, and then the other HOA, same exact thing happened.
Yeah.
Literally, a lot of people in Orlando have not one but 2 HOAs, a master and a sub. These things can get very expensive, but also a real pain in the you-know-what. I mean, I think having no HOA or the HOAs are less aggressive as well can make a real big difference for a family.
It does, and it also makes a difference on what you can afford. So if there's no HOA, you could actually buy more home.
And then when you're talking 40% less as well, I mean, you can really buy much more of a home up there than you can here where we are in Winter Park right now. I love it. I told you I drove through the other day all the way out to I exited in Ocala, took a left, went all the way to the West Coast, and it's not just Marion County, it's Marion, then Levy, and then I forgot the rest of the counties, but I feel like that area of Florida is absolutely primed for a huge spurt in the values of homes there.
Oh yeah, I mean they don't make more land, right? But there's still lots of land to build and develop out that way. So it's going to be like this for a while.
Yeah, if you are looking to purchase a property for your family, the QR code is on the screen right now. I'll connect you with Elisha right away. If you're looking to invest in real estate, QR code or call the phone number. Elisha can even put you on a list to send you new listings that she has as they come up. But also if you already own a house in the Villages, Marion County, anywhere up there, and you really want to take advantage of this time to sell, she is fantastic as a listing agent as well. Give her a chance. It doesn't cost you anything to call her. She'll come out, tell you what your house is worth, which is kind of the first step in listing your property, because if you're going to sell it, you kind of want to know what you're going to walk away with at closing. That's an important conversation at a listing appointment, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the bottom line really is everything, but a lot of times an agent's going to come in and like they're not going to be experienced. They might just not be honest because they just want to get the listing. So it's a perceived savings sometimes, not really doing your research and making sure who's listing your house has experience.
Yeah, and sometimes agents will come in and say we're $1 million, knowing maybe it's 700,000. That's really I don't like that way of doing business, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes though it's hard, and we're noticing right now because of the shift in the market and that prices have come down a little, like not drastically, but enough that it does make a difference on the list price. Yeah. But the sellers are just not open yet to understand why they should list their property lower than what they thought.
Here's what's on the market right now for you in Ocala, 7374 Southwest 74th. Tell me about that one.
It is 52 square feet under air, a 4-bedroom.
Wait till you hear this price. Just wait. Wait for it.
4-bedroom, 3-car garage, 2 baths on over a quarter of an acre, and nobody behind for $284,800.
$284,800. It'd be $700,000 here in Winter Park where we're sitting right now. It's crazy. Yeah. And then if you really want to talk investment, talk about this piece of land.
So future appreciation. Definitely. It's in an area of Ocala, Southwest 80th Avenue, that is going through tons of new development and restructuring. Yeah. They're saying in the next 10 years it'll be just like the Villages. So it's almost 12 acres and it is $2.8 million, and it's right next to on top of the world. So hold on to it for a couple of years and double your money.
So you could really flip that thing and make some significant cash likely.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That piece of property, first of all, it's already worth a lot of money, but I think someone who could invest that type of money into it's probably going to do very, very well for themselves on that one.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love Ocala. We love Elisha Lopez. Thank you so much. Good to see the kids here with you today as well on summer break.
Get them on camera.
I know. Why they should be here. Thank you to our amazing crew. Thank you to Renewal by Andersen for having us out here at their amazing design showroom in Winter Park on Lee Road. Thanks to Dallas is here as well, organizing it all. Thank you, buddy. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you're worried about your student loan payments restarting, call me now or visit youhavepower.com.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.